Tracing Berlin, Berlin the city of sin and wonderful parties, tracing its reasons for existence, frightening and playful artworks, the arrival of the bohemians to meet other artists and like-minded people inside cafes, DYO galleries and crappy bars. Only for women, mapping its pleasures, and only for men its pains. Pushing its lifestyle boundaries, fighting to keep the squats, house projects, multiculturalism united and alive under the same sky over Berlin. Fighting to stay here, to survive its bitterness, to stay afloat and not sink in the river Spree, to hold on to old airports, transform them into amusement interactive parks while wasting 10 years building a new one that promises to make Berlin even more international. Demonstrating at the Brandenburg Tor, fighting against elitism, sexism, racism, and any other cause that begins with a core and ends with an ism. Fighting ghosts from the past, buried under and around the wall, tracing techno and dance steps towards the Siegessäule in one giant love parade. Against your will, you perch an expensive vertigo inside the TV tower, staring and catching a 300 degrees dizzy glimpse of the whole of Berlin. Once carved into halves, the East and the West. The best being the West slice, with a cherry on top, winning against all brutal odds. Having sex and barbecue for everyone, with everyone, displaying kinky passion inside dark rooms and clubs, swimming nude not just in the nudist parks, gathering in gardens only for dogs, flying kites and high hopes from the Devil's Hill, slaying up and down women's and boars' mountains, drinking beer at 3 a.m. till 3 p.m., gulping your club and your mate. Sorry, that's Berlin's own club, Mate. On any hungover day, you lick currywurst of your wine art stand, laugh at having no money to spend in this city, where collecting empty bottles made you rich and helped you pay the rent once upon a time. I don't want to change Berlin. I'm begging it to stay the same, unchained. A city of parties with sins and gatherings of militants, where the days are nights and the nights never died and overcame the dawn, but have altogether stopped in lockdown ever since my very birthday on the 13th of March 2020. Now, all I want is the old Berlin back. The bear to wake up from hibernation ready without the virus and its silent, empty pandemic streets, with no more tourists or rich investors in tow, and shaking off speculators and corporations without soul. Them being another sort of virus gripping Berlin by its poverty, bureaucracy, and political greed. Because it's Berlin and it's special and unique, as it makes up your mind for you. Because it's Berlin and it's special and it's unique and it makes up your mind for you. It's the city that's no longer divided, where I found my feet, my words, and where I am now grounded. Berlin, being no longer my secret city of refuge only. Berlin, you are where I belong. You are where I belong.